Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of More Human Than Ever, podcast number 3. So, in today's video, I want to talk about respect. I personally think that we as individuals, as human beings, we are unable to respect our fellow beings, and it is a disaster now. I mean, basic human decency, respect, people have so much opinion about this thing. I mean, like, is it so hard for you to respect an individual regardless of their opinion? Now, if someone is saying something very absurd, very vague, very inappropriate, these are other things, but I feel like our human need for other people to agree with every single thing we are saying is going so beyond that we think that someone's opinion is their entire identity of that individual, and single individual is made up of many different things. But now we suppose I think this is a lot happened with me in debates when I'm debating with someone, and we started to haven't personally done it, but we started to attack the person instead of their ideas and ideologies. Now, debate is something professionally done. In real life too, whenever we are not agreeing with our friends, it or with our family or anyone, we 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 lose respect toward this person because we associate a single opinion with someone's entire identity, and I personally don't think that it is good at all. See, there's a level. It's just basic difference that we say, someone is saying that I don't want to eat that thing. That level I'm talking about. We are starting to associate respect with basic conversation, with basic things. And something fascinating, very fascinating that I have noticed about humans is that we whenever we judge someone, we are not judging them. We often indirectly say what we will do in that situation. If someone likes to look at themselves in the mirror thousand times, and then we say, oh my god, look at them. Or whenever someone reacts to a certain situation, and we say they are overreacting. I mean, what overreacting even means? It's just stripping away individuals from their emotions. If someone cries over killing an ant, I won't still think that it's an overreacting, because to them it meant a lot. How could we associate their emotion and just say that they are overreacting? It's wrong in so many ways. This is all fun and game until it is our personal turn. And as I was saying, that we associate that how we will react. In overreacting, indirectly, we never even realize what we are saying. Oh, I wouldn't have reacted that way. Exactly. It's not about you, it is about them. Why can't we understand that the other being, other individuals in our life have their own life too? Suppose we made a plan and everyone agreed excitingly. That's good. And next day someone backs off saying maybe it looks like they are doing excuses. Now your trip is, but that person might have their own reasons. First of all, whenever we make decisions in the beginning, it is mostly out of emotional. Then we realize the actual issues, actual hustles after, like hours after, when we are more calm down. So don't blame people for these things, because they are an individual with their own life. A human being is a social being, but it does not completely belong to everyone out there. Everyone has their own life, their own worries. Suppose you had a friend and now you and that friend no longer talks. It's fine, and it's not about one of those friendships that where someone is toxic. Sometimes we as human beings, we just normally grow apart from each other, and there's no need to badmouth people you were with. I'm not, and once more I want to make it extremely clear that I'm not talking about cases where the other person is actually bad, but rather someone who was a neutral person in your life. So there's never bad mouth anyone because you actually don't know their personal experience. It's just like making assumptions. And what do you think that making assumptions about people is right? It is wrong. You don't know what happened. Why assume when we can ask? And if someone is not willing to answer us, that is fine. They are not comfortable enough to give us that context or that aspect of life. This is where respect lies, in a very very small thing, very 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 small gesture. I mean, we just deny the basic diversity that we as individuals have. Diversity of thoughts, diversity, I mean, language diversity is one thing, but diversity of thoughts, we need to respect this diversity, guys. We seriously need to. And as we grow up in life, there's, isn't it beautiful that you get to hear so many, like so many different opinions of different people, and you can evaluate your own, which one you like, which one you didn't. But yet we are driven by our egos, choose to we choose to respect someone's, or someone does. It's okay if you don't like someone, you don't have to be involved with them, but don't badmouth people. Don't say things that you don't know out of, don't take things out of context. There's no need to ruin someone's life just for your hee hee ha ha giggle gaggles. And this, when we, and I was, as I was also talking about overreacting, nobody overreacts. And whenever you are saying that they are overreacting, you are just saying, I wouldn't have reacted that way. Okay, it was not about you, it was about them. Have respect for every single individual around you. Every single person is a being like us, with their own mind and surprisingly their own consciousness too. We feel upset that someone is not following us, or what we said was not done when things are not in our way. Of course, if you are upset, you should feel the emotions that you are feeling, but after a while you have to understand that everyone has their own life. You too, and this is the best part, you are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to think whatever you want, or like literally whatever. It is in your hands. We are no longer slave of anyone. So don't be slave of the mind, and don't be completely drawn by the emotion of yours. Emotion, I think that human emotion is something so fascinating and so beautiful. I was reading the Brothers Karamazov, and then one realization hit me. I like, it was not in the book, but it made me think of those things. Well, I think this is the best thing about books. Even something is not mentioned or even related to that, your mind will find or make its own interpretation. So in that book, what was it about? I think my it was freedom was the one. I also thought about freedom, and then yeah, emotions. I used to think that we are mostly our decision makings are done by emotions, but I realized that the decision done by emotion is temporary, and after that, our morals and circumstances, they are the actual decision makers. Because as I gave earlier the example that we all wanted to go out and had fun, but one person said that they don't want to go out. Firstly, we decided something based on our emotion, and after that reality hit us, and our morals, virtues, circumstances, these things are like the final bosses of our decisions. That's why I say that don't be so upset when people don't do things that they said, because firstly we react emotionally, and after that they emotional emotional aspect of us are very strong, like very 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 strong. But after them, but that's the thing, is they're temporary, and that's why even despite being so strong, they just go away. And now what's left? When these things are gone, morals, our ability to make decisions, circumstances, when these things hit, when we actually realize, oh, I didn't want it to do this thing like ever, then we make the actual decision. So guys, it's not just about respect, it's just our way of existing in this world, the way we exist in this world. Everyone exists differently, and yes, everyone exists with their own consciousness, and you can apply this thing to yourself too. Don't feel too guilty that, oh my god, I said first yes, now I'm backing off. Why? First we made decision emotionally, and then the real decision maker, the final boss comes, and they make their decisions. So don't be too upset about it. And if you were the one who made you, I have a quick tip for you. And if you were the friend who made the decision to go out, everyone cancelled, but you really wanted to go out, what will you do now? You will go. There's nothing bad with going out alone, just because we as people, we haven't like normalize it yet. Now if someone say, the funny thing is, best friend, and their best friend is their dog, we will be like, oh wow, that's so cute, right? But if it was time of like from 18th century, 18th century, well, people at that time were like that too, but you might have been called crazy. Pata nahi, I wasn't dead during that time period, so it might be like that. But things get acceptable in society with the time. You go out your own. If no one invites you at parties, don't be worried about it too much. Throw your own party and invites no one. Throw your own tea parties. And if someone comes, that's fine. But अगर कोई नहीं आता है, party तो भी होगी. So focus on yourself, work on yourself. Life is really beautiful, just like enjoy it completely. And when I realized this thing, that we all exist with our own consciousness, it was life changing, because now I don't expect anything from people. The only person I expect something is me, and that too not in a harsh way, in a very subtle, nice, and a beautiful way. So yeah, I don't care whether someone agrees, someone disagrees. I have my own mind. I will interpret things. I will never disrespect someone unless and until they disrespect me. That's a different thing, guys. That's a different thing. So I think that was it for today's video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. So till then, bye bye.
Please like and subscribe.